So I'm thinking today, it's Saturday, I think. It's been school holidays, so my brain is a bit addled. It's definitely Saturday. And there's quite a lot of rearranging and potting on and possibly some planting out I need to do. I've been looking at lots of videos this morning and I feel like I'm a bit behind people, and that's fine. I'm not going to beat myself up. Oh, touched the mic, sorry. That's fine because I can crack on today, hopefully. My children are ignoring me, so yeah, and I think I need to just embrace, I need to start netting the things a bit more. So I've got loads of fleece and I haven't used it because I'm impatient and I don't like having to uncover things just to look at them, and it's bad enough having to take all the nets off everything without taking off all the fleece as well. But I'm going to be dutiful. I've watched Charles Dowding and he has his fleece on everything, so I should have my fleece on things. And I have planted a few things out. I think I said in the last video that I cheated and bought some broccoli, little plants to go in, and yeah, so I cheated, which is fine. But I think they should have been fleeced because they've been whipped away by the wind all weekend or all week. Where are we? The holidays just mess everything up. So all week, and yeah, I think they could do with some fleece. I'm just tidying up in here. The temperature isn't mad. It's been maximum of 32 yesterday in here, minimum of 4.5 Celsius, obviously. I don't know how to convert that in my head. Can I do it like that? No. So, yeah, I think we've got a way to go, but we're getting there. Spring is coming slowly. Let's get out and do some stuff. Also, I'm going to put more stuff on here. I've been worried about it because I think the mice and the slugs and everyone else who wants to be part of this process with me has been enjoying a feast, but actually I just need to fill it now with seedlings because I've got so many things to pot on. So I just wanted to say that I've got all these old bits of plastic pots that I've cut up to be name tags, and if you want to reuse them, I've discovered that the useless rubber, the one that doesn't work on the end of your pencil to rub out pencil, works really well at rubbing out Sharpie pen. Look at that. That was a bit small. I probably won't use that one again. But look. Who am I kidding? I'm going to use it again. Look at that. Perfect. It's Katie. I'm in my veg patch. I've got a new sign. Look. Can you see it? Al did that for me just a minute ago. I kept interfering, but he got there without killing me, so that's good. Something's just stabbed me in the arm. I don't know what that was. It's gone now. Anyway, I am going to do some. I was going to get the fleece out because the weather has been so abysmal, but it's boiling. I've got a thermal vest on under here. I'm dying. I'm going to have to go and have a wardrobe change in a minute. I've decided that I've got all the purple sprouting, which I mentioned in the last video, that I've got. I've plonked in probably too late. I don't really know what I'm doing. If anyone in the comments wants to just manage my veg plot for me, that would be really helpful. Because I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to interplant, I think, with some kohlrabi because it's quick growing and it will hopefully not get in the way of the purple sprouting. But we'll see, and we might have to just, call the whole thing off and pretend it never happened. Or I might stick some turnips in or something that I've got. That door might slam. That I've got a lot of. I've got something here that looks very unwell, but I'm quite proud of it, so I hope it's going to be okay. I mean, it should have enough moisture. I wonder if it's just got a bit too hot because it's been indoors on a heat mat for a long time. But it's a sea kale, and I grew it from seed, collected. Are you allowed to collect seed from sea kale on the beach? Well, I didn't do that if it is illegal, but I didn't do it anyway because someone else did it and bought me some the seeds, which are amazing. They're like little balls, and what you do is you squash them and take the seed out. So you don't want to sow them in the outer shell because that is just like a little cork float that helps them to float off and land in different places. You want to take that off. So I luckily saw someone telling me to do that before I started trying to sow them, and I did them probably too early, but it was doing quite well, and it's the only one of the 4 that I sowed that has come up, possibly because they weren't very well stored over winter. But we're getting there, we're getting a little plant out of it, and what I'm going to do is take it out in the shed and just see if it's a bit happier out here. There was another one growing, but it seems to, maybe I've accidentally smooshed it. Anyway. Great, thank you. Woo, how exciting. I can't find my mic, so I have to talk loudly, but I just wanted to say that I'm planning on using this bit of metal here that's one of those things you put in concrete reinforcement. I don't know, they've probably got a proper name. We found it in the garden, it's a bit of scrap that was just left here by previous owners. So Al just cut it in half for me earlier, and I'm going to use it as a pea thing for the peas to grow up, and then I don't know what I'm going to use the other half for, although it's been very useful for stopping the fox and the dog from using that fruit bed as a lav. So that's the current plan. So that'll do, I think, for now. And then Al's going to Subaru the ends for me so I don't have my eye out with them, apparently. I was complaining that I don't like putting yogurt pots on top because they just fall off all the time. And then the other day I picked this up on the side of the road, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I think I'm going to make something to hold the nets around some of my other plants. I'm going to reuse all the poles, hopefully. That's my plan anyway. Very nice. So I haven't got my mic again. Hopefully you can hear me. So I'm going out today, so I'm not actually supposed to be doing this right now, but I've got a bit of time just before I go, and I'm going to have a go just taking this apart and seeing what I can make it into. So I'm going to film it, but I might not. If it's really embarrassing, I might not use it. We'll see. Anyway. That's a temporary fix. It's, as you can see, not perfect. I ended up having to wedge them into the ground. There's some little holes in the top. I was trying to get it to stay in, but they wouldn't. I'm going to come up with some sort of doweling or something to make a better frame. But it's temporary, and it's better than what was there before, which kept falling onto them. I've got to go now, so I think I'll just leave it there. But I'll just do a quick update on the state of the garden currently. Some things are happening. So we've got the sedum going in there, slowly but surely. This bit still needs to be cut to size. It's getting there. That's where we put some step over trees in. Here's the path. We're not sure what we're doing here yet, because I'm not sure how I feel about it being so dug in. I think it will be, hopefully some soil will go back, otherwise we're just losing so much soil, and it's so boggy around here that I just worry about losing stuff that's absorbing water. This, speaking of water, maybe this will make up for it. This is our pond. So I should have done more of a before and after, but it kind of happened without me realising it was going on. Phil the builder dug out all the concrete and then he just kept going. He's a one-man wonder. He's also taken out the metal pole that was in here that he actually put in himself about 12 years ago for the previous owner but one. So he remembers putting it in, and he put in a lot of concrete to make it very secure. There's the pole there just in the distance. I think it was her laundry line. Anyway, I can now walk through. Imagine that. I've seen a lot of people, like Monty Don was eating his rhubarb, pulling up his rhubarb. That's how mine is. Everyone seems to be, it's the same with my tulips. Look, they're very far behind. I think we've got a little cold pocket in this garden. Quite often when the neighbours have no frost, we've got a frost. So, and that's literally one garden to the next. We seem to be in this weird little microclimate. But, you know, the gooseberries are coming along, the raspberries are growing back. Got some currants, some salsify in the back corner that's just plonked in because my friend gave it to me. And I might have to move it because I think it's going to slightly in the wrong place, isn't it, really, with all the fruit. There's some poached eggplant coming back from last year. Some of my seedlings that I put in. Nothing's really that huge, just some bolted Cavallonero that we ate the other day. We ate the flowers off. It's lovely, really nice. And some tiny leaves. Still got all of this corn salad that I really should have eaten by now. We need to get better at eating salad. It's going to sure go to seed at some point. Some spring onions. I put in a few bits of seedlings. Some leeks. Some bolted rocket. I'm just leaving flowers on things because I know that will seed everywhere, but I'll probably take them out at some point. But I just want to try and get birds and insects and things in the garden, so I'm trying to leave things in the ground as much as possible while we establish an ecosystem here. There's two different types. There's the super aqua dolce, and then I've forgotten what the other one's called, broad beans. And I've possibly unwisely, I don't know, interplanted, I know you can put radish in, but I've put mullein, so I think they're a bit deeper rooted, so I might have to, but some of these garlic I'm going to take out as green garlic, so I don't think it will matter too much. And there's some random, I've got to get better at this, there's random leeks in with the garlic, because I just put things in anywhere, and then I've got more leeks up there, but they're interplanted with some onions, and then some spring onions. And I put some of these Claytonia out, they're going to seed, but I thought they look quite sweet, so I would leave them. I think they self-seed everywhere as well. I don't really mind them doing that. I've left the chard. No signs of any flowers on that, but I'm hoping for some. And some lettuce in. And my peas, that one needs tying in, I think. And then look, I've got some flowers coming. They're looking really lovely. These are this is the comfrey that I leave. I know that you're not supposed to leave it because it's the native one and it's right in my veg patch, but I leave it because this one isn't actually, but most of them are covered in scarlet tiger moths. Oh, there's one. And so, as far as I'm concerned, this is for them. And then once they've finished, I will cut it down and just put it on my compost. Win-win. So everything's coming along, and I've got all my, you can see all my things back there. I used some of those silver poles that I've got a video, I don't know if I'll include that, but I did a video of me taking it to pieces, and I've ended up not doing anything that ambitious with it after all. I just literally used them as poles. Time was limited that day and I've not really had a chance to come back out again. In fact, I've got to go in and out and work, sadly. I think that's about it really for updates. These beds here, the new ones, I think I'm going to put squash in these. Possibly a courgette is a good sort of foundation. Just while I'm here, look, I'm going to just show you some of these. They came from our old house. I've got some little strawberries in there. This is here, back here. That is wood anemone. And we didn't think it'd come up, but there are a few that have come up. I don't think they're going to get a chance to flower because they're all in flower in the woods at the moment. There's some sweet peas in there, and some other things, poppies and things. I chucked some stuff in there, even though that bed's not finished. This is what I do, you see, chuck things in before the bed is finished. It's getting there though, everything's looking good. Look, the trees are all coming into leaf. We've got some blossom on our cherry for the first time. It's a little ornamental cherry. Where's it gone? Where are you, ornamental cherry? There you are. My asparagus isn't growing. I'm not feeling too good about that. It keeps getting pooed on. And some of my wildflowers are coming up over here. I've just got a little wildflower patch. And some more sweet peas. So yeah, that was it. I just wanted to show you the pond.